One morning I woke up earlier than usual. The church was colder than ever.
Golly, that was sure pretty, huh?
Yeah.
It's like the mist is what's pretty, you know? All gold and silver.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad it can't stay like that all the time.
Nothing gold can stay.
Huh?
Nature's first green is gold. Her hardest hue to hold. Her early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down today. Nothing gold can stay.
Where'd you learn that? That's what I meant.
Robert Frost wrote it. I always remembered it because I never quite knew what he meant by it.
I never noticed colors and clouds and stuff till you kept reminding me about it. Kind of like you were never there before.
Yeah. I don't think I could ever tell Steve or Two-Bit, or even Derry about the clouds and sunset. Just you and Soda Pop. Maybe Cherry Valance.
Guess we're different, huh?
Shoot, yeah. Maybe they are.
Maybe you're right.
Hello everybody, this is Mr. Polly, and I hope you enjoyed that scene from The Outsiders. I just wanted to quick go over the poem that Ponyboy mentions and discuss a little bit about how I get to the theme and talk about the poem, because this week you are selecting one of the poems that we provided and you're going to analyze it kind of like I am in order to draw out the theme. Remember, this week we're going to be talking about theme in class as well as figurative language. So I just hope you enjoy this time and see how I take Nothing Gold Can Stay and use it to find what the theme is. So here we go. Nothing Gold Can Stay. First off, I'm going to read through it just one time. I'm going to talk a little bit about the rhyming scheme, some literary devices that I see in the poem, and then I'm going to pull topics and discuss what those topics mean and how I can get a theme from there. So Nothing Gold Can Stay by Robert Frost. Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold. Her early leaf's a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down today, nothing gold can stay. You might have noticed that there's some repetition rhyming on here, and the author actually rhymes each of the two lines. So the first two lines, those rhyme gold and hold, and then he rhymes flower and hour, and then leaf and grief, and day and stay. So if we were to look at that, it'd be like A, B, C, D, A, B, B, C, C, D, D. That's kind of the rhyming scheme. They don't match. None of those rhyme with each other except for the two lines. Okay, another one. I see some alliteration in there, repetition of sounds. Her hardest hue to hold repeats the H sound. And then also, dawn goes down to day. The d sound is repeated in there. So he's really pointing us to those two lines. Must be pretty important. Her hardest hue to hold. Something about that color hue. It's hard to hold. So dawn goes down to day. Dawn. Okay, like when I think about dawn, it's kind of like everything that's happened. It's subsiding. It's ending. Okay, there's this natural progression of things that stop, that were once active. So then everything else in there, he points to, keeps showing all these items that are beautiful, but then those items, they come to an end. And I see that repeated throughout his poem. So what I do is I look for those topics. Well, he's talking about nature. He's talking about beauty. Eden, an allusion to a reference in the Bible, the Garden of Eden, something that was supposed to be beautiful, and even that came to kind of an end. And then dawn, like a beautiful day, it comes to an end. Gold, nothing gold. Gold usually represents not just wealth, but also importance, being precious. Nature's first green is gold. Nature, her heart is hue to hold. So all these things, I see something beautiful, and then it ends. So that's small world. So theme, remember, I take what's in the poem, and then I try to ask myself, what does the author want me to understand from this poem? What is he trying to convey to me? Not just small world of the poem, but the large world. So I usually just think about that. The author wants me to understand blank. Okay, so I got a couple different themes here, and if you were to think about maybe the first one being just a mild, a mild theme, it might be something like nothing of value will last forever. He alludes to that several times in the poem. Nothing of value, and there's things that are valuable here that they don't stay. They don't stay forever. Maybe if I was to bump it up a little bit, I might say something like, life and death, though difficult to understand, are natural cycles of things on earth. All right, it's not just the poem. I'm taking it and connecting it to the big world. And finally, if I was to have like something a little bit more challenging with theme, maybe even things of great beauty succumb to change. Even things of great beauty succumb to change. So things that are so valuable that we think are so important, even those can be part of change. So that's how I interpreted the poem. I had to read it several times. Poetry, what's so great about it is it's okay if you have to read it 5-6 times before you get it. I have some favorite poems that every time I read it, I feel like I get something new from it too. I like to think of a poem as a riddle, a puzzle, and the author just gives you small clues, and you have to try to pull the bigger picture out of it using those clues. So I hope this helps, and good luck this week with your own task of finding the poem, using one of the poems that I provided, and pulling the theme out of it. That's be one of your assignments. Thanks. If you have any questions, reach out.